Hey Pisces, how's it going? Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back to my channel. So this is your weekly reading. This is the energies for just this week. We'll be back again next week. Okay, so it's your love reading. It's not always gonna fall on you and your person. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, love is a very broad term. Okay, so it could speak on many different things. So if you want to know about you and your person, the reading's up there on the channel, right? And I post those every month. So your you and your person spreads are already up this month, and I will be putting up the ones for May. I will be filming those starting very soon, but this is just your weekly one. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. Boom. All right, so the root of the reading, we have death. Oh, jeez. Okay, just a disclaimer. This week has been like this for every sign. Okay? Just take it like it's the energies. Take it easy and be gentle with yourself. Everybody's got something about being gentle. Just take it easy, you know, and let the energies play out. Root of the reading, death. Distant past. Maybe someone died in your life recently. Maybe you've experienced a lot of people dying, or a few significant people in your life have died. This is the distant past. I'm not predicting death. Okay, this death has already occurred, or it's already been occurring. I feel like you've been transforming, and you're this is a slow moving transformation. And I think in the distant past, you kind of had a significant event occur that aided in this transformation or this death. Recent past energies, the Page of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like through this transformation, your priorities changed. Okay? You could have found it hard to invest in certain things. I think, you know, in certain ways that you used to be grounded or you used to be very dedicated, you stopped. You stopped doing things a certain way. We're going to clarify. We're going to look into that more. That's pretty interesting. All right. Present energy is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the present energy for the week for Pisces is the Ten of Cups. So I think wherever you are, I'm hearing Pisces, wherever you are, wherever you're living, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're submerged in right now, you're in a pretty happy situation. So if your family situation has been kind of off or iffy, I feel like you guys may mend things this week, or you may feel a lot more content and happy this week. There's definitely a happy conclusion. Just getting back to feeling very, very emotionally contented, not just within yourself, but within your surroundings and with the people around you. So that's very positive. Because I feel like maybe in the past things were a little difficult. With that Page of Pentacles reverse, I mean, who knows? All right. Some of you guys, though, there could have been a loss of money or a loss of a relationship that was starting out in the recent past. But it doesn't matter because there's emotional contentment. Challenge and the focus. The challenge is the Two of Cups reverse. I feel like you're not seeing eye to eye with someone, and the focus is on working on things. I think you're not seeing eye to eye with someone. I feel like when it comes to family, when it comes to platonic relationships or non-romantic love, in the past it suffered, but now it's kind of getting back into equilibrium. Sorry. Someone's coming upstairs. Okay. But perhaps your romantic situation is kind of struggling right now. Okay. And I think you're wanting to either work on that, or you're focused on working on something else. You're just focused on working on something. We'll clarify it. Conscious thoughts, inner desires is the World reversed. So I think you're about ready to conclude a cycle. I'm hearing for some of you guys, you won't be happy until you do. There's something that is ready to move to the next phase, that it's just like, I mean, it's kind of like everybody's and the universe is waiting on you. Like, it's not like, oh, you know, when is this going to happen? It's kind of like it's been delivered to your doorstep. You know, you need to open the box and set it up already. You know, that's kind of what it is, because with the World reversed, it's a phase that's over. It's a cycle that's complete. It's a phase in your life that's ready to go up. So I'm hearing what's taking you so long, but I'm not trying to rush you. I don't know where your life is. This could resonate with some people, and it could not resonate with others. Oof, I'm having a hard time with these readings this week. Let me just tell you, really hard time. All right, so the root of the reading is death. What is this death about? Oh, this is a deep death. Very deep. Ooh. Ooh, some of you guys, you know, if you're spiritual, because this is Piscean energy and this is Scorpio energy. If you're spiritual, in the distant past, your psychic gifts increased so much. It's whoa. Some of you guys have been undergoing this transformation because your psychic gifts are increasing. Oh my gosh, that is very, very, I feel highly intense energy. A lot of you Pisces are very psychically gifted, and you've known for a while, and perhaps you're just starting on this journey, or maybe you've been already gifted, and in the distant past, which is like a year or even 2 years ago, you started undergoing another upgrade that was even more intense than the first one. Okay, you just got to trust it. It's okay. But you got to put an end to a specific cycle. I think something that you're holding on to, and it could be related to your life purpose. It could be related to certain things. But I feel like it's not necessarily a person. Because I don't think you're holding on to a particular person. I think maybe it's a specific way of doing things, or looking at things, or working on things that you're past now. Like, no matter how hard you try, you'll never do things that way ever again. You'll never look at life the same way. So just forgive yourself if that's what you need to do, and just let it go. Okay? Because you're ready. This is a gift. It's a gift to ascend. It's not a curse. And I feel like some of you guys feel like it's a curse because maybe you feel shut out from the world around you. I'm hearing some of you guys feel like your life or your world is getting smaller and smaller. That's a limiting belief. You just aren't really, you're not concluding the cycle. So how can you let in the new phase or the new people that come with the new phase if you're not letting go of an old phase, right? I knew Pisces reading was going to be super spiritual and mad intense, but I did not know how intense this was. So this is different for all of you guys. Most of you guys, though, this is in a highly spiritual way. There's no other way I'm going to read this. I'm not going to read this I'm not going to try to make it fit somebody, you know, who it's not fitting. Or some of you guys are psychically gifted, but you're focused upon the wrong things, or you've had your focus on something, like you've had your attention on something, but that's not what was changing. It's almost like maybe something ended so that your gifts could enhance, or so that you could start to express yourself in a more real, true, this is intense, in a more real and true way. But what ended, you were working on so closely. It's not your fault that you were so focused on it, but you were working on it so closely that it's almost like this was really hard for you to accept and for you to move on from, because you put in so much effort into it. Because I think in the past, it did show a lot of potential in your life. It really did. All right. So let's have a look at why we had this transformation occur in the distant past. This was intense. You didn't miss this. I feel like whatever this was in the distant past, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then, you know, I love you. It's not your reading, baby. Or, you know, maybe your attention's not on the right things, especially if your gifts are just awakening. You may not be aware that your gifts are awakening. I mean, a lot of people, when they awaken, when it's your first wave, you're not aware that you're awakening. So whatever it is that you're focused on, whatever it is that you were doing, you could just be trying to do it, or you were trying to do it in the past, but you had trouble focusing. You had trouble making it work. It wasn't working out the way it used to. Some of you guys may have dropped out of school or left a job or something. Something was like, you put a lot of effort into it, but you had to let it go. And I think you're having a hard time accepting that you just had to let this go, and everything happens for a reason. Okay? So somebody needs to hear that. Everything happens for a reason. Just let it go. You already let it go in the recent past, but now you really need to let it go. All right, so let's have a look at why this death happened. It's time for you to move on. To clear away whatever this was, it was blocking the way for you to move forward. Okay? So, this concluding is now allowing, it's the reason why you could just, this is like the runner card. This is like the person who runs, right? This is like mail. Whatever this was, it was blocking your mail from arriving at your door. You know, whatever it was, possibly if you're channeling, if you are a medium or something, like some of you guys are mediums and you don't even know it. Some of you guys like constantly have spirit around you. You constantly, like you see spirits now, you know? And maybe whatever it was that you were doing before, maybe it was so stressful, or it caused you to attune to a certain vibration that was blocking you from connecting to what it is that you were meant to connect with. But this is super deep, and it's definitely attached to your life purpose because it's showing up in your love reading. So, for example, if you're a psychic, you can't be with any regular Joe Schmo who's a skeptic or someone who puts down psychics. So, you know, you gotta let go of possibly dating the way you used to date, because you're not gonna date the same types of guys or the same types of women, because you need to be with somebody who is in alignment with you, who possibly has a similar mission to you, who will complement you. Okay? So just lighten up and just stop being so hard on yourself. All right? Recent past energy, Page of Pentacles. I think this energy had to be a little harder. This energy here was a little harder than this energy. This change, although it was heavy, Pisces, I mean, it shows up as the High Priestess. That's Piscean energy. I mean, we kind of have that in the bag as Pisces. We kind of like, you know, we kind of got this. You know, like death energy, I mean, and the High Priestess energy, honestly, low key, high key, we're used to this. Even if you're not that awakened, you're still kind of in tune with the High Priestess energy. That is your energy, you know? But I feel like this, even though this seems like this was the harder event, you kind of swum with it, you know? This was a little harder because it takes a while for a Pisces to get up and invest time and money and effort and energy into something. So you're not going to want to let that go. Especially when you step into like your descendant, this is Virgo energy, right? You step into that descendant energy, you know? That's kind of harder to let go of. It really is. All right, let's have a look at what this Page of Pentacles reverse energy was. Three of Cups reverse. Maybe it was a job you used to have. Some of you guys, it was a relationship. But I think for a lot of you guys, it was like a job. It was something you used to do. Okay, this feels like something you used to do. And it would bring in money, you know, it would. And it definitely made you feel really good. It definitely wasn't something that you liked to do. It felt like it set you on course. It felt like it made you feel just like a human being, you know? Some of you guys, especially if you're like, some of you guys are headed down a path, like, I'll see you there. You know, some of you guys are like, you don't even know how much shadow you're about to venture into in a good way, you know? And so when we're like working and, you know, maybe we felt weird, especially if this is your second wave of awakening and you felt weird as a person just doing this, you felt detached, maybe whatever job it was or whatever thing you used to do, even if it was like charity or something, it at least made you feel like, okay, you have like people and you feel like you can talk to people and you're not like constantly talking to spirits, or you're not constantly, you know, alone, and, you know, you just feel more, because the Three of Cups is like, you know, I feel like I have camaraderie. I laugh and I joke around, and, you know, we make some money. Page of Pentacles, we make some money, or we invest in something that will eventually lead us to some money. So it's like the best of both worlds. It's lit, you know? So, but at the end of the day, it's blocking you. You know, there's certain beliefs, certain things about it. The moon is showing up. They'll never be able to convey what it was that was blocking you, but you need to trust. Let's have a look at why this Page of Pentacles was reversed in the recent past, and it's because of the King of Wands reversed. Okay, so it just, whatever it was, it wasn't a supportive environment for this gift. It probably drained your vitality in some way. You know, maybe you were around people who were maybe not the best. I mean, we have the Three of Cups, the King of Wands reversed. They're both reversed. The Page of Pentacles is reversed. So maybe even though it was fun, maybe it drained your health. Maybe it drained your vitality. Maybe it drained your positive energy. Even though it was fun, it drained your positive energy. I don't know what this was. It doesn't necessarily feel like it was a person. So even if you're thinking about this and you're like, it could be this person, I think honestly I can confidently say it wasn't a person. It's not a person that they're talking about. It's like a situation and a group of people, or a thing that you're in. Because we have the Three of Cups. It's like a thing that you're in. And maybe it was, you know, maybe it did make you happy. But you didn't have to stop doing it because it made you happy. You had to stop doing it because you had to go and study. And you had to really ground yourself. And what it was a page, and now they're trying to bring in a queen thing. You know, it's trying to advance you. this was like not on your level, you know, and plus it drained your energy. It did. Maybe at the end of it, you were tired and you couldn't do what you needed to do. So you had to put it down. Sorry, Pisces. Some of you guys, maybe you went to work and now you got to work from home and you don't like it because you liked going out. You liked being outdoors. You liked seeing those people on the bus or on the train. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized that's not even in the shot. Why didn't y'all say nothing? Y'all are mad fake for that. I'm just playing. So maybe you can't see the people you used to see and you're like, oh, I like that. I didn't have a problem with that. Why did I have to lose that? You know? But, you know, it was blocking you. It was. You'll be grateful, I guess. I mean, this energy feels like, it feels like this wasn't your choice, but it was your choice. I genuinely feel your pain, Pisces. Trust me, it feels like it wasn't your choice, but actually it was. Your higher self, it stepped in, because this feels like this was like out of your control, but it was completely in your control. All right. Present energy is the Ten of Cups. I think you're coming to terms with it currently, emotionally. Now, materially, I still feel like you still feel like this. Like, damn it. Like, no, why? You know, but emotionally, I think you're like, you know what? I feel like I'm finding my tribe. I feel a little better. I feel more content. Let's have a look at this Ten of Cups energy. That's the present energy of the week. Okay, as we come into this week. That's not a bad way to start your week. Most people are not starting it this way. Okay, so what is this about? I think you're a little more, some of you guys may have had to move house. You know, some of you guys, I feel like it definitely is associated with finances and it's associated with work. Okay, so even though this did change your comfort, if you had a lot of money, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles energy, this woman has money to spend. Maybe you had a lot of fast cash, a lot of cash from this thing, or this thing just paid you. You know what I mean? Or something about it, it just made you feel grounded, and you feel extremely ungrounded right now. But emotionally, you're very content. This is like happy, and this is the energy you need to be in for this. Let's have a look at why we have the Ten of Cups here. Because of the Nine of Cups reversed. Wow, okay. Okay. So, I think you're content now because you're starting to realize how this was blocking you. I think within this week, because this was the recent past energy, I think you're coming out of feeling this way. The Page of Pentacles reversed. I think you're coming out of feeling sluggish. I'm hearing some of you guys feel sluggish. You're coming out of feeling like a slob or a slug or something. And I think you're starting to realize how the situation before was not very positive for you. And maybe it kind of like, it wasn't on your vibration. Okay, if you're a Knight of Cups and you're around a bunch of like miserable, like mean, like, you know, people who are overindulgent, or people who are really negative, people who are overbearing, people who are very in tune with the matrix and would do anything for money and something like that. And even though you did a pretty good job of tuning them out, you didn't do that good of a job tuning them out, because the situation was eating away at your personality, Pisces. I mean, the Knight of Cups is Pisces and it's reversed, so it really wasn't. And I think the Seven of Swords reversed, you're realizing it now. I think you did a good job of concealing that truth from yourself, but with the Seven of Swords reversed, the truth has been revealed, and I think you realize, hey, you know, maybe I was not necessarily 100% right about this, and maybe the universe does know best, which the universe does know best, but the universe will let you tell them that. Okay. The most humble thing in the world is the universe, because the universe be knowing. He's sitting there like, I'll wait for you guys to figure that out. All right, so challenge focus, Two of Cups reversed. The challenge is feeling disconnected. Okay, the Magician reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. I think you were trying to manifest something. I just feel like you're like, damn it. You're like, this is exactly what I didn't want. This is exactly what I did not want. You know? I'm sorry, Pisces. All right. The focus is the Three of Pentacles. What is this focus and why is this your focus? Five of Cups reversed. I think you're focused on coming out of working through this situation and just rebuilding with the Three of Pentacles, whatever it is. You don't really need to rebuild, Pisces. You didn't do anything wrong. You know, you didn't take anything. You didn't take the wrong steps. You did everything that you felt like you needed to do in the right way. It just had to go that way. With the death and the high priestess, everything wasn't revealed to you for a reason. It had to go the way it went. Chill. Chill. I don't want anybody in my room right now. I hope you heard me. I don't want anybody. For some reason, I don't want nobody near me right now. Okay, so conscious thoughts and our desires is the world. So we have the world reversed. What is this world situation around? Every card is reversed. Three of Swords. Just letting go of the past pain. Okay. Shedding those things, you know, those old easy triggers, you know, possibly childhood wounds. Maybe you went through a lot of childhood trauma that you probably have dealt with a lot of, but you've moved on from it in a certain way that maybe some parts of it, maybe you look back on it now and you're like, wow, that really was a lot for me to handle, but I'm ready to let it go. Okay. But I do feel like there's a little bit of it's a tiny bit of holding on to it, tiny bit that you are releasing, but there's just this tiny bit of like wanting to grip. Let's have a look at why. So the reason why, sorry, somebody came in. So the reason why it's a difficulty to let it go was, I don't think it was really your choice. I just feel like a little, like Pisces, you feel like disempowered. You have a lot of emotions about this. Oh my gosh. You have a lot of emotions about whatever this was. And they're very confusing emotions. They're mixed emotions. You're up and you're down about it. A part of you feels like it wasn't, you should have had a choice, and you're angry at the universe a little bit, but you understand that everything happens for a reason, and you trust the universe, and you know that in the future you'll be glad that it happened. But it's like heavy emotion. You can't really explain emotion sometimes. You know, you can't really explain how you feel sometimes. You just feel that way. So allow the cycle to complete. You know, don't try to push yourself to complete it faster than you need to complete it, but just don't cling tighter than you need to cling to it, okay? So let's see what the near future energy is bringing in. Oh, Jesus, the Tower. Oh, Jesus, Lord. Oh, my God. Pisces. Oh, what is this Tower? What is this Tower energy, Pisces? It's the sun. Oh my God! Oh, Pisces! Wow! It's happy! That fell right out of my deck. Like, pop! Super positive. I love it. Honestly, any sign could get this reading. Not just because I'm a Pisces. I just genuinely rock with Pisces. I feel like even if I wasn't a Pisces rising or moon, I would still rock with y'all. I feel like most signs are wrong for that. But I feel like you guys deserve this, because what happened in the past was grimy, okay? What happened in the past, I can see why you thought, really? Really? I was just starting up, and I started to feel grounded, and here I am trying, you know. Everybody says I'm impractical and I'm a daydreamer. Here I am trying to be like this grounded, like this person in society, in the best way I can be this person in society, and then it just gets ripped away from me. Like, what? You know? But in the near future, we got something coming in. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. I don't know. Don't DM me. I'm just kidding. Don't DM me. I don't know what this is, but it's definitely good. It's getting good. Okay, this is getting good. All right, let's have a look at why we have the Tower here in the near future. This is getting real good. The Two of Pentacles. Something just kind of falls. It's like you are not expecting it. You're kind of just like going about your day-to-day. Two of Pentacles is like your day-to-day life. And then, boom. You know, it could be a revelation that leads to happiness, or it's just something that happens. I keep seeing the Six of Pentacles, so maybe it's some money he was waiting for. Maybe some of y'all get them government checks. And it hits your account. Or some of you guys could just, you know, maybe some of you guys could get a job or something. But it's associated with material things. If you're struggling with health, especially in the recent past, maybe you started having health issues, because Pentacles represents our body, our physical health, our material things, schooling, just being grounded in general, nature, stuff like that. So it's like you're trying to be grounded, you're trying to step into your Virgo energy, and there goes the universe. You're like, all right, fuck you guys. Like, y'all talk shit when I don't, and then when I do it, y'all step in and you don't let me shine. But then here it comes, the sun. You know what I mean? So possibly the reason for all of this happening, you're going to see the reason for it, okay? And it's going to come out of nowhere, and I feel like it's going to feel really, really good. This is getting good, Pisces, okay? So let's get your oracle energy. I don't want to speak on that anymore, even though I do. I do want to get another card on the tower. I want to look into it a little more. So let's have a look-see on the tower more. Queen of Wands reversed and the Page of Wands reversed. Oh, okay. And the Four of Cups. Huh. Okay, so this energy here is like possibly currently how you're feeling. Maybe a little bit lethargic, maybe a little angry. Queen of Wands reversed, she can have a little bit of a temper, or she could be the queen who is this happy-go-lucky queen, but she's just not having the best day right now, and she's a little guarded, you know, a little frightening. Queen of Wands reversed can be a little frightening. And with the Page of Wands reversed, that's also a frightening character, if you ask me. And maybe some of you guys have had like a hard time, and I feel like you're alleviated of that in some way, in your own way. It's going to be different for all of you guys. You know, you just got to wait for it to come about. I mean, there's a lot of secretive energies here. Tower, the High Priestess, Death. There's a lot of covert things going on. You just got to let it play out. So, boom, your oracle energies. We have Emerald, Ceremonies and Celebrations. This is my world card in this oracle deck. Emerald is my world card. So you do have a conclusion of a cycle here. It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, and graduations, or anniversaries. So some of you guys are ascending. Some of you guys could be getting engaged. Some of you guys could have like some sort of party. I don't know. Spirit's got something planned for y'all. I don't fucking know. And then we have Topaz. Forgiveness heals. It's time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. It just feels like this is the energy for the week. Every sign either has Topaz, you know, not rhodochrosite, ruby, calcite. Like, take it easy this week and just release. Everybody has clear quartz, like letting stuff go. It's not just you guys. It is in the air. It is in the sky. It's just time to let things go. It's just time to take it easy. Every week is not going to be like, you know, the stars coming to town and God himself is manifesting in physical human form and he's giving out $1 million checks. That's not gonna be every week, baby. Maybe next week. I'm a firm believer. Maybe next week, you know, but this is definitely getting good, Pisces. Work on forgiving, work on releasing the past. I feel like definitely you were done very wrong. You definitely may have some resentment towards the universe. Believe it or not, you can have some resentment towards the universe about the way things go, and you're like, why does that always happen to me? A lot of times when you feel that way, you're actually resenting the universe a little bit, which it happens. Don't be mad if you have some resentment. It happens. Okay? A lot of people, everybody at some point will feel resentment towards life. I mean, I feel like that's the journey of life. But just work on forgiving and releasing anger, talking about it. Okay, writing about it below, speaking honestly. Okay, I'm hearing don't attack the reader. For some reason my spirit guides are like telling me that, to say that. Don't attack me, please. You know, even if, I mean, honestly, I'm a person and I'm kind of feeling this energy. It's a little rough for me right now, emotionally and physically, materially for me, mentally, not mentally. I've always been quick with the mouth, but you know, emotionally and definitely physically, it's a little rough for me. So, you know, don't attack me just because, you know, I'm weak, and that's, you're bummy for that. If you attack me when I'm down, you're a bum, and I'm coming for you when I'm up. But you know, just write about it in the comment section down below. Use that section for love. Don't use it to crap on your ex and talk shit about people who left your life and are doing better than you. Use it to propel yourself forward. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thanks so much for joining me. Once again, I am the spiritual Barbii. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye bye.